Hello everyone, this is me, Aaron here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. It's been a while since I've done one, but I'm back. I don't know how often I'll be uploading, just whenever I feel like it, and when I've got content ideas. And today, oh boy do I have one for you. We recently, as of yesterday actually, on the 3rd of December, it's currently the 4th, we got Fortnite Chapter 5. And I have wrote down a bunch of my first impressions as like a mini script, all bullet pointed and stuff, and I just want to go through my first impressions of the new chapter because I actually really enjoy this chapter, and I know a lot of people are really wanting to quit, but I don't think that is a really good idea. And I know why everyone does, and I'll get to that point in a minute. But let's get started with the cons, and then we'll get on to the pros. So with the cons, the new map. No, with the pros, sorry. Oh my god. So the new map. Wow. This map is brilliant. I think this map is really well designed. All the POIs feel really unique from one another, and they're really well designed. The only issue I've got with this is it does feel like there is quite a lot of open space in the map between each POIs, but that'll be sorted out eventually, and it's not too much of an issue, to be fair. Secondly, the loot pool is brilliant. I think it's great. I don't necessarily always enjoy it when they just do like a soft reset every chapter, like they did with with chapter 3 and chapter 4, but I actually really like it this chapter. I think all the guns feel really nice to use. They all sound really nice as well, and the animations for them are great. And on top of weapons, we got weapon mods, which I was a bit hesitant about getting because I didn't really give a shit about them. I thought it'd overcomplicate the game, but it hasn't. I think it really complements the gameplay really well. They don't feel complicated and bloated, and they feel really easy to understand and differentiate from each other. And this goes for both the weapons and the weapon mods. They're all down to personal preference, which I have been missing since in chapter 3 and chapter 4. I love it when everything's viable, but we just didn't get that in chapter 3 and chapter 4, I feel, especially with the red dots, like the ARs. The red dot twin mag from chapter 4 was so good, but the other one, the Havoc, was good, but it was nowhere near as good as the twin mag, for obvious reasons. So moving on from weapons, the new battle pass, I think it's quite good. I don't think it's amazing. I do still stand by the fact that I think collab skins shouldn't be part of the battle pass, but that's just me. I don't know who else feels about it like that. If you do, just let me know down in the comments below. But I don't think they should be in the battle pass, but I actually think it's really good. Most of the skins I like a lot. I like Hope, the tier 1 skin. Tier 100 skin is great. Jonesy is so cool. I can't remember the names of the others, but I do really like them a lot. Pete Griffin is my least favourite skin. I don't care about Family Guy, and I don't like Peter Griffin. I find him kind of annoying, but a lot of people like him, so I think that's cool. Also, I do think the emotes could have been better. The one dance we've got, I like it, but that's the only emote I actually like this season from the battle pass, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's to be expected from the battle passes now. The emotes aren't great. They don't hit anymore. But moving on, the new bosses are really cool. Like, genuinely really cool. I like the fact that they can regen. And like they've got a load of NPCs around them as well to help, which makes it feel more rewarding and challenging to defeat them and get their mythic and their keycard for the vault, which is great. Going back to the vaults, I think they're a great addition back into the game. I love the vaults, and I'm just so glad they're back. I have nothing more to say. It's a vault. Everyone loves them. And medallions are a really good addition too. They drop from bosses as well. There are 5 on the map, I think. Yeah, there are. They heal you for shield every tick. If you have one, it's like 3. And the more you have, the more shield you gain, and it stacks. But when you have a medallion, it shows in like a large area where you are on the map, and the more medallions you have, like the smaller the circle becomes, which I think is really cool for like W keys and whatnot, because either if you've got it, they'll come towards you and you can get more kills, or if other people have it, you can go towards them and get more kills, and in return, after you get one from killing someone, you can get W keyed and you can get more kills, and it's actually kind of cool. It's really cool, actually. And yeah, I just think the season's great. Moving on, the wall climbing's cool. I haven't used it much yet, to be fair, but I think it's cool. It feels nice too. The train is really cool. I like the idea of it, and capturing the large chest is cool. It's got a good loot on it as well, and it's got mobility all around. Really, it's just cool mobility. And I also do like the new grapple, which is also obviously mobility, and it doesn't feel overpowered, which I like. It'll be fun to see how the pros use it in the upcoming tournaments and ranked playlists. It's pretty cool. And finally, for my pros, the changes they've made to the healing items. I think that's fucking awesome what they've done with the healing. Like, you can now move while healing. That's like one of the best changes they have ever made to the game. I think that's amazing. And also, with big pots and medkits, they'll heal you for what you need over time. So like, if you've got, say, 70 shield, and you have a big pot, and you pop it, it takes 1 second to pop, and then over time, you start gaining that 30 shield, and when it hits the max, it just ends, and you throw it away. It doesn't take like the full 5 seconds like it used to, which is great, and I love that. Amazing change, again, just like adding in vaults to do grapple, everything. I think this season is really cool. But moving on to the issues, I've got the new animations, right? So yesterday when it came out, I absolutely hated them, like fucking hated them, but I'm warming up to them, and they're quite cool. Yes, they're more realistic. Fortnite's a cartoony game at heart, but I still think they're quite cool. When you're gliding though, it is kind of funny. You feel like you're made out of jelly from like wibbling and wobbling around everywhere, which is funny. But yeah, I'm warming up to them, and I think they did a good job with the new animations. It feels different, and I kind of like that. We've been on the same stuff for 6 years now, so I think that's cool. And as I said earlier, the map's great, but a lot of open space, which makes the map feel a little bit empty, but as I said earlier again, it will be improved on as we go along with this chapter, which I hope is longer than 4 seasons, because I hate the yearly thing. I think it's stupid, but alright, that's just me. Moving on, the UI changes, man. Oh my god. I don't know why they decided to do this. This is the worst change in my opinion with the UI. Like, the locker was great the way it was, and then they changed everything for no fucking reason, and it feels so overcomplicated and bloated and cluttered and disorganized, and they've ruined the whole preset system, and it just takes so much longer to do anything in there as well. And there's currently a bug that I've had ever since starting chapter 5, where even when I clear badges, which by the way you have to do for every single fucking section, and there's like 7 or 8 of these fucking sections in the locker now, which is an actual piss take. Every time I do that and I go into a game and I finish that game, the notifications are still there. Why? I don't know, and it's really annoying me. Please fix it, Epic Games. Please! And the new shop UI. I liked the shop last season. I thought it's really cool. It's probably the best shop UI and layout we've had in years. But it just feels more complicated, and you spend more time in the shop unnecessarily because you click on something. You can't even view the edit styles right away either. You can't even swing the pickaxe right away either. You have to click on more buttons to do what you want to do. And it's like you just it just makes you think, why has these changes been made? Like, it's so unnecessary. Like, the changes were just made for the sake of change. Like, I get that with Fortnite being a live service game and all, and they've got hundreds of developers working on it constantly, that they need new things to do. But if it's not improving the game and it's genuinely making it worse, then why would you do that? I don't really think anyone wanted a locker change. Like, if you adding the like Fortnite festival customization, the car customization, and the jam tracks, I think it's called, yeah. Just add them as new tabs and in the regular locker we used to have. It's not that difficult and it doesn't take a lot of time. You just wasted time changing this whole UI for the sake of change and not for the betterment of the game. You just make the whole experience worse, and I know I keep repeating myself, but it just makes the game feel worse, and it makes the pace of like going through the menus so much slower. And don't get me started on the new text either. It's awful. I hate it. The whole UI just feels really cluttered now, and I don't like it. Just please revert it. And I know that I'm getting to this one last, because this is the one most people are really pissed off about. The movement. Obviously sprinting stayed the same, and I think it's really cool that they've made it so your stamina bar refills faster than before, which I think is really good. But the only issue I have is the speed. I'm getting used to it, but like the crouch speed is just abysmal. It's so slow. Oh my god. The running speed, it's slower, but I'm starting to not mind it. I'm getting used to it, and I think it's fine. But the crouch speed is really slow. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I'll just have to get used to it. And it does feel kind of clunky, especially with the new animations. It does make it feel a bit more clunkier than it used to. But like I said, we've been on the same thing for 6 years, so it's bound to change at some point. But with the unanimous amount of dislike in the Fortnite community over it, I think they might change it, like revert it back to the normal speed. But honestly, if they don't, I don't mind. Just gotta get used to it. And if you don't like the movement, then just either play creative, because the movement in creative is same as last chapter and Fortnite OG, or just play something else. You know what I mean? But I think the Fortnite community has really fallen off since chapter 5 came out over the movement. They're being so pathetic and childish. I've got the tweet up right here from Colin Friday saying, excited to share something that I've been working on for the past year. The team knocked our overhaul of Fortnite's locomotion animations out of the park, and I couldn't be more proud to have been the producer for it. I feel so unbelievably sorry for Colin, because he's just been getting like death threats and insults ever since he posted this tweet. It was quoting Hypex's, I think it was, leak of like the animations before and after. And he's been getting so much hate that he's actually had to turn off his comments. I genuinely can't believe the Fortnite community has stooped this low. If you don't like it, then just either don't play the game and don't say anything, or give valid, constructive criticism. Don't go harassing the developers and making them feel like pieces of shit for doing their job. You're being an awful human being, and you're representing the community in a very negative light. And people are going to think even worse of the Fortnite community now, like they already do. Don't get me wrong, they already do. But it's going to be even fucking worse now. Because people are fucking threatening developers for something that, ooh, I don't like. I don't like that. I don't even think people fucking threatened Epic Games as much as they did, like today, when turbo building was removed. That was bad. That was a bad change, but they reverted it because people hated it, but there were nowhere near as many death threats. It's still bad, but this is just a whole nother level. Like, just get a fucking grip, man. Jesus Christ, just get a grip. You're not 5, are you? No, you're not. Grow the fuck up and get out of your own fucking head, you muppet. It pisses me off. It genuinely does. People need to calm down and just get on with it. It's a game. Things are gonna change. Just grow up, man. I don't know what else to say. It's just stupid. But I like the movement now. I'm getting used to it, and I think it's good. They just need to increase the crouching speed by a bit, and maybe the normal movement speed by a little bit. But other than that, I love this new chapter. I am having a lot of fun with it. I'm level 10 now. I think I'm almost at plat 3 in ranked builds. I'm a builds main. And yeah, I'm just absolutely loving this. I'm having a ton of fun. I played with my brother a bit today as well. It's been really fun. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing the game. And I hope you keep playing the game as well. But yeah, thank you for listening to my video about Chapter 5 and my initial thoughts. And I hope you all have a good day. Peace.